Why? Why would GoPro want to come out with a gimbal? GoPros are known for having some of the best image stabilization you can get in an action camera. So why would they come out with a gimbal? This right now I'm using is the GoPro Fluid AI. It came out in 2025, and in 2025 they've got hypersmooth. Oh geez, Jim. All right. Hi, I'm Jim. It's great to have you stop by. I bought the GoPro Gimbal, the new one. Good for the GoPro as well as for a smartphone and I believe even some very small cameras. It hadn't even been out yet. They were simply talking about it on their website. It wasn't even released. It was a pre-order. GoPros are not known for their low light capabilities, but if you can keep it smooth enough, like keep it on a tripod, or if you can just move it smoothly enough, they still give some really decent low light capabilities. It's time to finally get the one from GoPro, because for all the different popular brands that are out there, they all have shortcomings. Either you can hear the motors vibrating through the GoPro because they're pressed up against it, or they have a strap that kind of connects it to the gimbal instead of having a proper mount. It just seems a little wonky to me. I thought it would be good to get something that GoPro has actually worked with their supplier. Let's open this up and take a peek. I am an absolute GoPro fanboy. I make no bones about it. I think they're fantastic little cameras. So they call it the Fluid Pro AI. It's a multi-device gimbal stabilizer with AI tracking. This also has a built-in light. It's got this AI capability of tracking based on hand gestures. It's got a tab. We're just going to pull that off. Always feels somewhat exciting when you get a new toy. Very nice case. You can see it says GoPro on it. Looks like it's very efficiently manufactured, that they've done to give it so it must form fit the pieces that are in there. That's good to keep things rolling around, but maybe not so good if you want to tuck in little bits. But let's open it up and take a look inside. It came with this little screw-on tripod. It's got the GoPro logo here. There you have it, an unboxing of the new Fluid Pro AI from GoPro. My initial impressions are, it feels very, very beefy. This literally feels like a beautiful machined aluminum. It's not a plasticky feel whatsoever. I'm actually quite shocked how premium it feels. I'm actually sort of speechless at the moment because I really was expecting it to be kind of plasticky. It's not like an obnoxiously heavy. It just feels like at least you got something for your money. This is the phone bracket, and it comes with this camera bracket which has the GoPro mount already on it and a large screw there. It says up to 400 gram payload capacity. This is the light with the AI control capability, so it'll track you based on hand gestures. Apparently, we're going to find out. You might recall that GoPro had the KARMA Grip, and it was a really ingenious device. It was a gimbal, but it could go inside of their drone that they were packaging at the time. I'm going to use my GoPro Hero 10 to mount it in this gimbal, so let's get going on that. I'm going to put this tripod on here. Well, it really is really beefy. It's really nice. And I guess I can take off this wrapper here. First thing we need to do is let's get it charging. Well, they do include a charging cable here. They have another cable which is used to power the phone or the GoPro from the gimbal. 18 hours battery time, just the gimbal. If you're using, I think, the AI capability for tracking, battery time goes down to like 12 hours. And then if you're using the gimbal, the AI, and you're using the built-in light, it goes down to like 6 hours. It's got a port for in. They recommend a 5-volt, 2-amp charger. The only thing I've got right now is from an Apple Beats, and this is like 5.2 volts and 2.4 amps. I think that'll be okay. I think that's certainly within reason. But yeah, you just have a input for charging. There's a USB-C up here on the AI module. Yeah, that's real nice. I'm gonna go ahead and get this charged up. And this is precisely why I like this made by GoPro, because I don't believe many gimbals are able to accept the Media Mod from GoPro. Or if they are, it's a tight squeeze or you're kind of having to jury rig it. Whereas this is clearly made by GoPro to fit the Media Mod, which is precisely why I wanted to get a gimbal made by GoPro so I can have this clearance that's necessary there. So it says the first thing we want to do is balance it. And this, you're supposed to slide it. Okay. So I guess that's about as balanced as you're going to get right there. There's a little lock for the pan back here. So this secures the pan motor like that, so it can't move. So you have to unlock that so it freely turns, rotates. Now that we've got it balanced, let's power this on. It says press and hold for 3 seconds. Power button here, so let's press and hold that. 1, 2, 3. Ah, neat. Cool. Oh, is that silent? Doesn't make a noise. Wow. Oh, is that smooth and quiet? I've never had a gimbal. Just the littlest of motor noise there. Otherwise, very silent. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Wow. All right, let's see how this thing works. All right, so first thing I want to do is I'm going to try to use this A/B capability. So I'm going to pan to the right where I want to start. Let's press and hold A. We go left. Press and hold that. Okay, I think I heard it beep that time. All right, so there it goes to A. And there it goes to B. And so if I go here, and then I think, do you double click? Yeah, then it slowly pans. Okay. All right. Why? Why would you need a gimbal for a GoPro action camera? Well, I'll tell you, I think at least the vast majority of us on YouTube that are creating videos, we're doing it by ourselves. And so we have no team. We don't have a camera person who can monitor and watch and move the camera like this is right now, just slowly tracking me. And I've got this set up on this brand new GoPro Fluid AI gimbal. You know, GoPro came out with the KARMA Grip back in 2016, and a couple months later they started selling just the gimbal by itself instead of the KARMA drone. And you know, I think it was a pretty good fit because back then the GoPro Hero 5, they were nowhere near as sophisticated as they are now for the image stabilization that we're now known for in all of these GoPro cameras that just keep getting better and better year over year. GoPro actually came out with their hypersmooth capabilities, which a lot would just say is a gimbal killer. And with that in mind, you'd wonder, why would they come out with a mechanical gimbal? Well, I think it kind of makes sense because one thing that GoPro is not known for is low light capability. In a low light situation, you have to set this up so that you don't get a lot of jitter on the sides. And here's a great case in point. My GoPro battery is getting very old, and it just disappointed me by letting me down just now. It failed on me while we were recording that. So I'm going to use this gimbal to power my GoPro. And as you can see, it's got this built in. We're going to put this to the test. And there it is. It's coming back on. Let's try this. Notice the green light. That means I use the OK symbol. Now it's going to start tracking us here. And you can see that it is. Wow, it's pretty amazing, really. And what I like is, look at this, it can go all the way around 360 degrees, and it's tracking us. Wow, I must admit, that's pretty slick. Oh, I gotta admit, that's kind of fun if nothing else. All right, so that's pretty neat. And again, what I love about this gimbal is the fact that I can use the Media Mod, because a lot of these gimbals for the GoPro, they don't seem to have a mount that really, I think, works very well. So again, as I'm moving around, I'm getting a little further away, so the microphone may not be picking me up. This would be a good opportunity for me to use a wireless mic, which I will say I tried to use initially, and it does throw the balance off. So you have to rebalance this once you put on one of those, the receiver from my wireless mic system. And there was a little bit of a clearance issue too. I'm going to show you what happens when I just can go like this, and now it's not going to track me anymore. So I could move like this, and then when I go like that, look, it hones right in on me. And then I can go like this, and it pauses that for a moment, and I can go like this, and now I can go like that, and it's gonna let me be a little more off frame, but yet it's still gonna track me and keep the framing that I liked. It's pretty cool. All right, so this is just a quick example of what this GoPro gimbal is capable of. All right, there it comes right back at me. Let's see how far back we can track me. Still got me. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So right now I'm just gonna go like that. It'll stop tracking me. I can come out. Yeah, that's really neat. This will be fun. We're gonna try this thing out for a while and we'll see how it works out. Thanks for tuning in. We'll keep you posted about how this GoPro Fluid AI gimbal tracker works out.